What is up, guys? Cringy intro Kackis here. Thank you so much for stopping by, and today we are going to be taking a closer look at two brand new weapons added into Destiny 2 with the Season of Dawn that are incredibly powerful but aren't getting very much attention. Certainly not as much attention as they deserve. And so, let's get started. But just before we do, if you want to get these real gamer weapons during real gamer hours, you want to make the most of that. Check the description for a discount code to AdvancedGG, the best gaming supplements out there. I literally chugged some Focus before making this commentary so I'd wake up, and you can use code KHD for a discount. Okay, what exactly are these weapons? Well, it's the Pyroclastic Flow rocket launcher and the Trophy Hunter sniper rifle. Both of these weapons are the current Season of Dawn Season Pass weapons. Essentially, they're replacing the Pluperfect and whatever the machine gun was from Season of Undying. And that's part of the reason they aren't getting much attention, is just because a lot of people don't have these quite yet. It is kind of a process to level up your Season Pass, and these aren't acquired necessarily at the beginning. The rocket launcher, the Pyroclastic Flow, is acquired at level 30, and the Trophy Hunter is acquired at level 45. But the thing is, it isn't just the process of acquiring them, it's the fact that their initial rolls aren't that good. And you're actually going to need to farm these weapons through other methods that we will be talking about to gain access to the random rolls to truly unlock the incredible power and potential behind these weapons. So let's take a look at what you get when you first unlock them. And let's start out here with the Pyroclastic Flow rocket launcher. So this is actually a very unique weapon. Its intrinsic perk says Precision Frame. It's actually the only rocket launcher in the game with that intrinsic. All of the other ones say Haka Precision Frame. So this actually gets the benefits of those Haka Precision Frame archetype rocket launchers, where it automatically comes with tracking. So if you aim down sights with this weapon, you will hear beeping and you will be able to track on your targets, even though it's not actually manufactured by Haka, which is very, very interesting. But some of the other perks of the initial roll aren't that great. We do have Ambitious Assassin. Overflows the magazine based on the number of rapid kills before reloading. It's a rocket launcher, very easy to get a double kill, triple kill, and if you do and you reload, your normally 1-round magazine goes to 2 rounds. Pretty good actually, especially with a rocket launcher. That's a big increase in damage output. And theoretically, if you get like an 8-man kill, you'll get 3 rounds in a magazine. But then we have Tap the Trigger. Grants a short period of increased stability and accuracy on initial trigger pull. What the heck is this doing on a rocket launcher? As far as I can tell, it does basically nothing. Like, why do you need stability on the initial trigger pull? I don't understand that. So it is kind of not the best initial roll. So a lot of people get it and they don't care about it. But we do actually need to look at its potential roles, because there is some ways to acquire these weapons, both the Pyroclastic Flow and the Trophy Hunter, later in the Season's Pass, as well as the fact that these two weapons do actually appear in the database as time lost bounties. So one of the obelisks added in the future, or one that's going to be updated, will have the ability to get these two weapons with those time lost bounties. So you can much more easily farm these weapons rolls. But later in the Season's Pass, you can also unlock stuff to help you farm them as well. It's going to start, however, all the way at level 71, where you get Strike Rocket Launcher Scrounger. Chance for the rocket launcher to drop when completing a strike. Then you get Gambit Rocket Launcher Scrounger, same thing but for Gambit. Later on at level 81, you get Gambit Sniper Rifle Scrounger, so you're playing Gambit, you have a chance to get the Trophy Hunter. At 83, you get Crucible Rocket Launcher Scrounger. Then at 91, you get Crucible Sniper Rifle Scrounger. And finally, at 93, you get Strike Sniper Rifle Scrounger. So if you want to be doing strikes and have a chance to get these weapons, you gotta grind all the way to level 93 in the Season's Pass, which is pretty insane. But those, and then those time lost bounties that are going to be added in the future, those are the ways to get the random rolls of these two weapons. So again, like, for how hard that is to acquire, and for how few people have even dared venture that high in the season's pass, it's understandable these weapons are being overlooked right now. This is kind of a sneak preview at what are going to be very powerful weapons to farm later in the season when more people start acquiring the methods to get these weapons random rolls. In any event, let's look at what you can get with the Pyroclastic flow in terms of its perks. Well, taking a look here, we do have some great options in the second perk category. We do have Impact Casing, which is going to increase damage on direct hits. Great if you want a rocket launcher for damage output, potentially boss damage in PvE. We do also have Black Powder and High Velocity Rounds, which can be good in PvP, especially since this automatically comes with tracking, which is really good for PvP. Ambitious Assassin is going to be one of the better PvE, in fact the best PvE perk out there, but Quick Draw for PvP, quite decent as well. In the last perk category, it's all about that Cluster Bomb. Cluster Bomb really significantly increases the damage output of this weapon and increases your chances of getting kills in PvP. Honestly, getting, tracking as a passive ability combined with Quick Draw and Cluster Bomb and like Black Powder is going to be a great PvP rocket launcher, and then Impact Casing, Ambitious Assassin, Cluster Bomb for like a really god roll PvE rocket launcher. So this has got chops in both sections of the game. If you enjoy using rocket launchers, this is seriously near the very top of the list for extremely good weapons. But moving on from there, let's talk about the other Season's Pass weapon, the Trophy Hunter Legendary Energy Sniper Rifle. Again, it's unlocked at level 45, and looking at its overall stats, it is an aggressive frame, highest damage but slowest shooting sniper rifle. The stats are pretty average for this archetype, and looking at its initial roll from the Season's Pass, it has Genesis, where if you break a shield, it loads it from the magazine. Not a great perk, really not something you're looking for this type of sniper rifle. It also does come with Dragonflight. Overall, frankly, this weapon's look is incredibly unique. If Bungie had made this exact weapon, it looked exactly the same, and called it an exotic, Gauss rifle or railgun, I wouldn't bat an eye. I'd be like, yep, makes sense to me. It looks absolutely crazy for just a legendary sniper rifle, which is really cool. But honestly, that initial roll, although it does have some utility, and Genesis, there was some times I broke a shield and then got my magazine back, which did matter. Dragonflight lets you use a sniper rifle for a little bit more crowd control than you initially expect, but neither of these perks are really good at what sniper rifles are kind of best at right now, especially in PvE, which is taking down bosses. And the lack of anything like Quick Draw or Snapshot counts this thing out right away in PvP. So again, we have a very underwhelming initial roll, but it's those random perks and random potential rolls that really make this weapon incredible. So in the second tier of perks, we have so many good options. We have Tactical Mag, Appended Mag, and Extended Mag, all three increasing the magazine size to 4, which is extremely important and the first step in making a PvE monster roll, which means you have a very high chance to get one of those perks. Then, in the first perk slot, oh my goodness, we have some great options. Firstly, we have Lead from Gold. This is a brand new perk, and it makes it so that picking up heavy ammo also grants ammo to this weapon. Just gonna let you utilize this weapon so much more in a PvE environment. But then we have the God Roll perk, Triple Tap. This is going to make it so that rapidly landing precision hits will return 1 round to the magazine, which is key for any sort of damage output roll in PvE. Then, in the second perk, oh my goodness, we have another brand new perk, Vorpal Weapon. Increased damage against bosses, vehicles, and guardians with their super active. Almost all of the other weapons Vorpal Weapon appears on as a perk are weapons like auto rifles, sidearms, stuff that you don't want to be using to damage a boss. A sniper rifle, however, I mean, that's exactly what you want to be using to damage a boss. The end of GOS, like the raid boss in Crown of Sorrow, you're always using sniper rifles there. Vorpal Weapon appearing here is such a big deal for PvE. And if you want a PvP role, heck, you have snapshot sights appearing here as well, which can be very good there. However, I think the utter god roll for this weapon, and what you want to be going for, is one of the magazine extending perks plus triple tap plus Vorpal Weapon for an absolute boss DPS phenom. The other perk you'd kind of be looking for would be Firing Line, which increases precision damage when allies are nearby. But Vorpal Weapon kind of provides that bonus, that increase in damage over other sniper rifles, but you can be solo. You don't have to have your teammates right beside you to trigger it. It's always active. I think this could be an incredibly good, honestly could be top tier sniper role. There is a lot of extremely powerful perks going on here. And you know what? Because of that, this might be the best, most desirable legendary sniper rifle in the game for solo play. Again, because of Vorpal rounds being active all the time, always giving you that increased damage to bosses, whereas Firing Line isn't. And solo play, it's not just playing by yourself. There are specific solo endgame challenges, like doing the dungeons flawless solo, and sniper rifles are often a part of builds in those challenges. So having one that gives you a damage bonus over other snipers when you're solo, that's a big deal. And so guys, that concludes our look at the 2 Season Pass weapons. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKackis. That's linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.